I wanted to break down on why being needy repels your desired reality. Whatever you're trying to manifest, everyone's manifesting something different, but with any manifestation, even in life, when you are needy, when you are desperate, when you need something to make you feel better, it automatically repels it. I'm gonna break down why. And this is kind of an unspoken law, I think. Being needy is not attractive, and not just attractive. I'm talking relationship or friendship wise, but I'm talking universally. So when you're in a state of need, when you're in a state of desperately needing this thing to come into your life, in order for you to feel better, you're at the frequency of lack. Lack can feel like sadness, desperation, feeling like you need to get something in order to feel better. And let's be honest, the only reason why people are manifesting things is because they want to feel better. That is the only reason why, if you really think about it, you want this specific thing in your life, because you think it's going to make you feel better. You can choose that state of feeling better at any point in time. This state of being is not just dependent on that thing. And this is why some people say, be delusional, which I don't agree with. I really don't think it's delusional. In order to bring your desired reality into the 3D, you're going to need to be in that state consistently. When you're in a state of need, you're basically telling the universe, God, source, whatever you believe in, that I don't have it yet. I'm not gonna be okay until it shows up, or I'll believe in my worth when I see the proof. If your energy is consistently in the state of needing to see the 3D or needing to see proof before you believe, of needing this thing before you feel better, you're not actually in alignment with what you want, and you can't have what you don't have. You either have it or you don't have it. And it really is this simple. There's nothing delusional about thinking something into existence. Inventors had to think of things before it became a physical object in their 3D reality. That is manifestation. Needing something to change or needing your 3D reality to shift before you feel better is not a fun place to be. And it's gonna keep you in the state of constantly watching manifestation content, constantly feeling like you need to do something else, constantly feeling like what you're applying isn't working, and it's gonna keep you in that vicious cycle of not having your manifestation because you haven't decided internally that you have it. This is truly how simple the game of manifestation is. Manifestation doesn't start with your bank account. If you think about it, the people that don't need money oftentimes have the most money. The people that don't really need food oftentimes have a full refrigerator in their house. Manifestation doesn't start with your relationship status. It doesn't start with the number of clients or followers or views. It starts within you. And I'm going to use myself as an example again. I know I have 100,000 subscribers. Do I see that in my 3D reality yet? No. But I've already decided that's what I'm getting. So it has to be my experience. Does this make sense? I'm not going in every day and begging people and pleading with people to subscribe to my channel. You want to be here? Great. You don't want to be here? Great. I'm not going to force you. That is how you need to view your manifestations. You're good with and you're good without. When you can be in that state, when you can be stable, and this is why nervous system regulation is a very important aspect when you're creating your life, especially when you're feeling doubtful. Breath work and nervous system regulation helps shake up your internal state, and it literally breaks you out of that feeling. It instantly lifts your feeling state. I've done breath work so many times, and the amount of manifestations that have come in during breath work, it's because I'm aligned with the state of being of already having my manifestation. When you decide that it's already yours, your outer world has to prove you right. Reality is malleable. It bends, it stretches, things move in order for you to get what you want. This is also why I like to say you're not invited to the how party, because it's really not your job to figure out how this thing is going to come into your life. So when you're rooted in certainty, when you're rooted in clarity, when you say, I already know it's mine, I don't need to see it, I don't need proof, I've already decided, I made the decision for myself, that's where the magic happens. Again, back to my channel. When I first started, I had like 22 subscribers. And I just decided in my head, I'm gonna have 100K. Do I see that in my physical experience yet? No. But does that make me doubt my ability to see it at some point? No, I already claimed it. So it has to happen. This goes with anything you are manifesting. Anything, a relationship, a job, a specific dollar amount, a car, a house, whatever it is you're bringing into your life. You need to make the conscious decision first, because if you're wavering back and forth, you're going to have a very difficult time with being in the state of already having it. So most people fall into the trap of visualizations, journaling. You start feeling good, you're doing your breath work, keeping up with your meditations, you feel great. Then you're going out into your experience and saying, wait, it's not here yet. And then when you don't see what you want in your desired reality, you immediately fall back into doubt. You immediately fall back to whatever you're applying isn't working. You start thinking manifestation isn't real. You're basically living by the conditional world, and you're allowing the world to control your emotions and to control your thoughts. Being a conscious creator takes a lot of self-discipline and emotional discipline, in my honest opinion. You need to not give a about what is going on in your 3D reality. I'm not saying be emotionless or not care about people. I'm just saying you need to be non-reactive to your experience, because the second your experience gets a reaction out of you, it's got you right back in the state where you were before. It immediately pulls you back. You've made your external reality the condition for your internal state. You need to be so stable and aware and conscious that you can have whatever you want. You need to claim that first. Then it will be mirrored back to you. The neediness sometimes can be disguised as manifestation, but the 3D is truly just old news. It's old levels of consciousness that you've been operating from. If you're constantly checking the 3D, if you're constantly feeling the need to force, if you're feeling like you need to make something happen, you're just recycling the same lack over and over again. At some point, you need to decide. There needs to be some level of conviction within you that doesn't allow you to falter back into old states because you're not seeing what you want right away. And the more you grasp this and the more you prioritize nervous system regulation, you won't necessarily feel this impatience within you because you've already decided. And it's not like you're going to be waiting because you've already decided. It's already yours. You just need to let God, the universe, source, work, move things in order for you to get what you want. And when that shift happens, when it truly happens inside of you, once you actually made the conscious decision on what it is you want, when you don't need proof because your internal state and you are the proof, that is when the universe moves. That is when things change. That's when you see instant manifestation. Manifestation is always instant, but it will show up in your reality when you've actually shifted because you haven't begged for it, but because you aligned to the state of already having it. And that is what true co-creation is. Let go of needing things and wanting things so desperately just because you want to feel better. I want you to start with you first. That's where your power is. That's where your manifestations drop in. Not when you need them, but when you no longer do. When you are good with or without, I'm telling you, you will see things start to move. You're not here to chase. You're not here to force. And the attraction truly just starts with embodiment. And you can decide to be this version of yourself at any given point. And in my honest opinion, neediness on any front is not attractive. It's not attractive in romantic partners. It is not attractive in friendships. It's not attractive in the workplace. And it's definitely not attractive to the universe. Because honestly, what is neediness really? It's a frequency of insecurity, doubt, and fear. And it's truly just not magnetic, it's repelling. How fun is it to be with somebody that is needy, that constantly needs your attention, that constantly needs your validation? Honestly, people can feel it. Opportunities can feel it, and so can the universe. Show up in a relationship or a friendship with needy energy. The other person feels responsible for your happiness. And that's not love, It's emotional dependence. When you walk into a job interview or a business pitch and you're screaming, choose me, you've already given your power away. You're not co-creating, you're begging. You decide what happens in your life, not anybody else, you. And until you actually grasp that concept, you're going to be waiting forever for things to change. You need to decide with conviction that what you want is already yours. Without the need for proof, without the need for your 3D reality to show you something different, you decide. You don't need fixing. You're not broken. You just need to remember who the hell you are. Alignment isn't about proving or pleasing. I'm gonna give a quick example. When you lose something and you're frantically looking for it, can't find it anywhere, you're digging through your drawers, you're digging through your pockets, and then the second you stop looking for it, that's when it appears. Why? Because you're in alignment with said item. You stopped needing it, you forgot about it almost, and you aligned. It's not about forcing things or frantically hoping things change. Stabilize your state of being. I had a request to make a breathwork video, and I'm gonna link all of my videos on breathwork down below. Stop needing things, stop wanting things. The second you think about it, think about people that really wanna date you or that really wanna be your friend. It's repelling. It feels like they are needing your validation in order for them to feel better. Whereas people that like your presence, they enjoy your presence when you're there, they can survive without it, that is attractive. That is what you need to be. Embody that version of you. Confident, stable, secure, happy. Think about it. How much fun is it to be around happy, stable, secure people? Think about it, truly. It's a great time. You can choose the state of being of already having it. And it's so funny because I truly just live in my head. I do. And it might be delusional. I don't think it's delusional. I think it's actually extremely necessary in order to create the life that you want to live, your dream life. You're going to have to see it in here first before the world shows it to you. The world's always going to show you what's going on up here. Decide what you want. Don't break from that decision. Regulate your nervous system and go have a good day. But I love you. Stop being needy. After you watch this video, make the decision. You already have it. Okay? No matter what the world is showing you, decide, mind over matter. I hope this video gave you some clarity and more confidence on what you're creating. And thank you for 1,000 subscribers. I do not take that lightly. And not that I manifested you guys or anything, but I truly am so happy that you're here. And always remember to respect yourself, love yourself, honor yourself, and you deserve the best because you said so. Bye.